My name is Karekezi. I'm a filmmaker. Now I'm based in Rwandans. That's where I have my production company. But also we have a film residency where we train young people to make movie. Initially I studied biology and chemistry in secondary school and also at university. But for me I wanted to do things that are more creative. I discovered a school online in Canada where I could study directing. So I studied directing and then I decided to make movie. And I made my first short film in 2009. And then after that I developed my first feature film, Imbabazi, The Pardon, which I produced, directed and wrote. The second feature film is The Mercy of the Jungle, which was released in 2018 in Toronto Film Festival. But also it won the biggest prize in Africa at FESPACO. Yeah, the Grand Stallion, which is really good, and our president was there. He's the one who gave me the award with the Burkina Faso president. It was really nice to get this award while your country is a guest of honor. It's special, and also for the country, for the cinema industry. We showed that in Rwanda we make good movies. It won different awards, and it helped me also to invest also in cinema. That's why we have a film residency in Rwandans, just to train people. We have to share also our skills to others, but also the people we train, we work with them in different projects. When I produce a feature film, so they have jobs, so we work together and it's easy.
Nitwa Rusi, ndi umumama, mfite umwana umwe, mu buzima busanzwe ndi umucuruzi. Habayeho ko bamenyesha abantu ko hari workshop ihari, nanjye ndavuga kubera iki ntajya muri iyo workshop.
As a farmer, I also happen to interact with social media, so I know what is going on. I know how good the film industry is. I'm also a good fan of films, so I got interested. That's how I applied.
My name is Mutiganda Hunda. I'm a writer, director, and sometimes producer. And I'm currently holding a workshop here at Karekezi Film Residency. A workshop about the spontaneous narrative crafting, which is a technique of filmmaking which is much more unconventional, because the techniques of filmmaking from the development of the idea that we know, which is conventional, is writing a script. So I'm introducing to the Rwandan aspiring filmmakers to the technique of making a film without a script.
Yeah, it has been so many years when you see filmmakers coming from abroad coming to tell our story. But now it's us, we Rwandan, to tell our story on our perspective. So now I'm working on Captain Bai. It's my next feature film. It's a story of a true story of a Senegalese soldier who was here in Rwanda in 1994 during the Tutsi genocide. The moment the UN was leaving the country, this soldier decided to start saving people. So he managed to save 600 people, and he died also in Rwanda. But for me the story is very strong because it's someone who is, I can say, it's our African hero, someone who he's Senegalese. He could had chance to leave the country, but he decided to save people and sacrifice his life for others. So which is really special, and that's why I fell in love with his story, and now I want to make this film. I've been working on it since 2020, and yeah, I can't wait to just put his story on big screen and for the world to know his story. While I was working on Capitaine Bay, I had to go in France for 1 year in a residence, just for me to spend time and create and just have really a space, a good space of working. And then at that time I realized that also in Rwanda it's necessary to have a space where we can invite filmmaker, artists, where they could have a place to work on their project. There is internet, just the space. So I had to build it slowly with my small economy. Now it's there. For me, I knew it's necessary to have a space like this, a space where an artist can just be able to create without the pressure of exterior life. So workshop also happens here at the residency. Filmmakers from all over Rwanda, they come, they teach others.
Nakuze nkunda gukina filime, ubwo ngiriwe amahirwe nza gusanga gukina filime nabishobora no kwandika filime nabishobora. Filime yanjye yitwa Why Me, ishingiye ku mugore ufite abana babiri ubayeho mu buzima butari bwiza, ucuruza agataro mu muhanda k'imbuto, rero aza guhura nabyita ibigusha.
Being a fan of films, I had some stories that I wanted to present to the filmmakers. So when I came to them, I showed them my story, and they were also receiving people with different stories. I was taught to be a director of my own story. You can imagine how good this is. I had a chance to direct it myself, being mentored by Mutiganda, which I should say thanks to him and the entire workshop. Having had a chance of my story being picked up and filmed, I don't want to quit. I want to go on with it because I'm sure there will be so many stories coming over and over.
I came to this industry in 2013 after graduating in agriculture. I dodged the agriculture and I came to the industry through journalism. And so that was in 2013. So 2014, I made my first short film. I was introduced to filmmaking through watching films, the films which we know as Agasobanuye, since I was 8 years old. So it captured me, that magic. So since then, I wanted to be a film, to make things like those. I don't know if it was, I knew the term filmmaking since then. One of the things which we have been learning and sharing was how to use the limited time, because we have the limited resources. So that comes with the story you are going to tell. The participants, they were very quick, very adaptive. I was surprised how quick they were at learning this technique, because it's unconventional, it's very high, the technique has its pros and cons. One of the cons is that when you didn't plan well ahead, you don't know what you are going to do. So they were very adaptive. That's one takeaway I can get.
So in terms of training, since 2010, I've been training in Rwanda. It's so many filmmakers. For the film industry, here is where we have so many stories to tell. Our task as a filmmaker is to make it work. Rwanda is my home, so I focus on Rwanda. All my stories are in Rwanda, but also all the trainings I organize, I have also to put Rwanda, my home, at the first place, because the more we train people, the more good movies are produced, the more the business works. If you are one person, the industry can't work with one person. But the more you are so many, then it's easy to put our strength together and then make it work, make the business happen. So that's why for me here, they need me more than other place. So, and then for me working here, it's my home. I love it. So I have always to find ways to make it work.
Mu bakinnyi bari muri filime ndi kudirectinga harimo umugabo wanjye. Mu by'ukuri ntago ari we nanditse nshingiyeho, ahubwo uburyo nanditse umuntu sinzi uko natekereje, kuko uburyo namwanditse ahubwo niwe nahise mbona ndavuga why ntamukinisha. Ubwo rero biba ngombwa ko mwegera, ndambwira hari filime nanditse rero ndashaka ko uzayactingamo. Aranyemerera nyine, biba amahire arayikeneye rore nayo namugeneye. Twe twandika filime wandika umuntu uri kumubona muri wowe. Rero umuntu muhorana buri munsi, umuntu mwirirwana, umuntu mubana, umuntu mwabyaranye, biragoye kuba wamucaho kandi ishusho wanditse nawe ari yarimo, biragoye kuba wajya kure y'ahandi utekereza abandi. Byaramutunguye gusa yaravuze ati I'm proud of you.
One thing I can say that has captured me a lot is coming together with many other young ones who have different stories. Many people have stories out there. If they can have people like Karekezi, and trust me, we will be having many people being heard. And it also provides a kind of healing, I'm sure. When you are heard, when your story is out, it's a healing.
They say sharing is caring. My journey, I didn't teach myself what I know. First, Karekezi was my first mentor. So I want to give back to the industry, because Rwandan industry is still young. We are growing, we have many productions, but there is still a gap between the filmmaking and the knowledge of filmmaking. So I want to share with others what I know, and also when you share, you learn back. So it's reciprocal. So I want to share, I want to learn, because every day is a learning experience. So that's why I want to do this.
You know, it's a young industry, so it required, on the journey, it required so many skills that we had to go chase in different places. There are so many challenges, but the good thing is always to find a way to overcome them. This place is just in one district, so it can also be constructed in so many districts in Rwanda. There are so many artists, there are so many young people willing really to learn, young people willing to contribute and tell the stories in different art form. And young people are very talented. Even some people, they graduate from school, so they don't know where to start. So places like this, they help them really to nurture their mind, but also to be active, to be creative, and that's what we need. So
kwiga imyuga, kuko n'uyu ni umwuga, ni ukongera ubumenyi mu bw'ufite. Muri industry harimo abako igitsina gore gike, ariko ni byiza kwitinyuka, kuko iki gihugu cyacu kiri gutera imbere. Ubwenge turabufite, amaboko turayafite, nta umutekano turawufite, nta kintu numva cyatuma tudatera imbere natwe ngo twitinyuke dukore. Kurera ntago byakubuza gukora ibyo ukunda no kugera ku nzozi zawe. Imbogamizi zo ziba ari nkeya gusa ntago zikanganye ku buryo utakomeza uwo mwuga.
This workshop, like I said, it is so helping, and I can encourage even more young ones. Not only the young ones. I'm not that young. I can encourage everyone who loves being heard to apply to such workshops. To mentors like Karekezi, I really want to say that we need more people like him. We need more people who give ground to people with stories.
There is no conventional way into entering the industry. It's you who has to find your way, because your way is not my way is not your way. So if you have a dream, you have to work for it.
to become a filmmaker, it's not a dream, it's not just a dream. It's real, so you can become a filmmaker. It just need you to be trained, to get some skills, and then tell your stories. So we have so many stories to tell, and each person, each family, each places, there is stories. So, and it's our job to make sure that those stories are on big screen. Me, myself, or other filmmakers themselves, they can't do it. So they are producing. So then the investors should come in, and then we have at least, if we have, let's say, 20 cinema in Rwanda, you will see it's really a lot of money. And that money can be used also to produce more movie, also to pay people who are working in the film industry. So there's so many things we have to do to invest into this business.